Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. If this was any other patient of Taylor's on Bold and the Beautiful, if Deacon was just some random guy who came in for therapy to deal with his wife lying to him, I would say, yeah, Taylor should keep her hands off of Deacon, even if his wife was awful. But in this case, specifically because it's Sheila, it's a lot more nuanced and complicated. In fact, I think Taylor would be absolutely justified in stealing any man that Sheila was with, whether it's Deacon or, Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, back when they were together, if that hadn't turned out to be a scheme that he was working. The bottom line is Sheila owes Taylor a lot more, I think, than just a husband. She owes her years of her life. So I feel pretty sure that B&B is going to go there, and we are going to see Taylor wind up with Deacon, at least for a while. And I think Sheila should accept that it is karma coming to deliver what's due. Here's my reasoning. And again, I'm not saying Taylor should do this to anybody else, but Sheila is a special case because of very specific things that she has done to Taylor. Do you remember back in 2002 when Hunter Tylo was still in the role? Sheila was doing some of her usual crazy criminal stuff, and she was kidnapping people, doing dastardly violent things. Taylor had come over to the Forrester mansion to warn Eric Forrester, John McCook, that Psycho Sheila was on the loose and wreaking havoc, but Taylor was too late. When she got there, Sheila was already holding Eric at gunpoint, and then she took Taylor hostage. The doc tried to do her shrink thing and calm Sheila down, get her to let them go as hostages, and Taylor almost had it. It almost worked until Brooke Logan burst in the door and startled Sheila, who then turned the gun on Brooke. Taylor leaped into action and fought Sheila for the gun, and she wound up shooting Taylor in the chest. She was rushed to the hospital, had surgery, and she died in Ridge Forrester's arms at the hospital. Only Taylor wasn't really dead. She was stolen by Prince Omar, who had found a faint heartbeat, and he saved her. The bottom line was Taylor's whole family thought she was dead for 3 years because of Sheila. And in the interim, guess what? Ridge got with Brooke. So a few years ago, Taylor told Sheila that she forgave her. But, come on, there's more to it than that. Not only does Taylor owe Sheila some payback for basically shooting her to death 20 years ago, but she also owes her for what she did to her daughter, Steffi Forrester, just a couple of years ago. If you recall, Sheila shot Steffi back in 2022. She didn't want Sheila around Finn and was giving ultimatums. Steffi had recently found out that Sheila had swapped Brooke's non-alcoholic sparkling wine for real champagne and pushed her off the wagon, and Brooke started getting drunk again. Steffi said that Sheila hadn't changed and would never see Finn or Hayes Forrester Finnegan again. That's when Sheila snapped, and she shot at Steffi, but Finn jumped in and took a bullet for his wife. Then, when Steffi tried to call 911 for an ambulance for Finn, Sheila shot her too and tried to make it look like a robbery and took off. So Steffi survived, but she thought Finn had died, and it broke her heart. Although fans had figured out he was alive, it was this big reveal when he found Steffi in Monaco, and they were reunited. But still, Psycho Sheila shot Steffi and tried to murder Taylor's daughter in cold blood. After the havoc that Sheila has wreaked in Taylor's life and the lives of her loved ones, I think it would be absolute karma if Taylor took her man. Plus, don't forget that Sheila has been aiding and abetting lunatic Luna, who also wants to kill Steffi and has tried more than once to kill her. If not for Sheila, Luna might not have tried to shoot Steffi and then actually shot Liam Spencer at the Malibu house. Now, in her defense, Sheila did try and stop Luna from shooting Steffi and from shooting Liam, but that's a drop in the bucket. I think Deacon would have remained loyal to Sheila indefinitely, but she knows how much her husband hates Luna, and for very good reason. Luna killed Deacon's 2 best friends in cold blood right in his restaurant, and Sheila lied and covered for their killer. This whole deal with Sheila's marriage to Deacon falling apart is 110% Sheila's own fault. Deacon's doing therapy ostensibly to try and save his marriage, but that put him in Taylor's path, and they saw things that the two of them had in common, and they started bonding. For Deacon, it's a no-brainer choosing between Taylor and Sheila, between bad and good, dark and light. Not that Taylor's a saint, I'm not saying that, she's not, but stand her next to Sheila, and Taylor looks like freaking Mother Teresa, let's be real. It's not like his therapist was coming on to Deacon. He's actually the one who started this. He was at a vulnerable place, and Taylor made him feel better about himself, and she truly helped him. It was Deacon who was making these overtures and saying all this stuff. Taylor has fought the pull she's feeling towards Deacon and sent him back to Sheila and said, "Go back to your wife and reconcile." But we all know this is not over. When they had that promo for last week with the scene of Taylor and Deacon slow dancing at Il Giardino, I knew that wasn't a true spoiler, and it was going to be a fantasy sequence. I was wondering if it was in Deacon's mind, and it turned out to be in Taylor's mind, so I was pleasantly surprised that it was Taylor who was having that romantic fantasy about Deacon. If Taylor and Deacon do end up together, which seems likely, Sheila would lose her mind. But I honestly think if Taylor told her, "Look, think about all the things you've taken from me. I missed years with my kids when you shot me. I lost my husband because of you, because Ridge had gone back to Brooke and all this. And you tried to kill my daughter, Steffi." I think Taylor might actually be able to talk Sheila into realizing she should walk away and accept that she has lost Deacon to Taylor once and for all, and it is her own fault because it's the sins of her past coming back for her. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.